So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of Icewind Tale. Let us go inside actually very soon because I now remember what I wanted to do, one other thing. So, I'll just go and quickly, at least with her, visit the shop first. Because I recalled that, I bought her the best armor, which I will be using mostly. But at the same time, I would like to have a leather armor for her if he has anything of the sort for sale, but he does not have anything of a sort for sale, so was it a useless visit then? I was hoping, but nope, no service. Oh well. I was hoping that I could have bought one of those studded leather armors or something like that, because sometimes at least it would be nice to be able to scout with someone at least ahead. And hiding shadows is definitely best with her at the moment as the ranger. So that would be nice.
Welcome. I've been expecting you for some time now.
Hello, Arundel. So you must be Arundel.
Yes, I am Arundel, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arundel, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
Very well. Tell me, Arundel, do you know anything about the reports of disturbances in these mountains?
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed, as will Rothgar and the other members of your expedition.
You knew about the avalanche?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
This someone or something, I presume, is the reason you sent for help then.
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Malevolent forces? Could you be more specific?
Oh, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
You spoke before of balance. What sort of balance are you talking about?
The balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us. Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole.
You really do take this nature thing seriously, don't you?
Balance is the belief that this town is built upon, the very reason for its existence. Druids of Sylvanus, the Oak Father, have tended this shrine since the beginning. For hundreds of years, we have striven to achieve the ideal balance between man and nature.
That is a while then, for certainty.
When settlers finally came to this pass, it was the Archdruid Tolban, my predecessor, who laid the foundation for the relationship that led to the birth of this community.
Well, at least this community in Kuldahar isn't then that old, though. Shrine? What shrine are you exactly talking about?
The great oak, the massive tree that stands above us, around us. It is a holy shrine to Sylvanus, for it was he who planted its seed when Faerun was first born. It is a testament to the raw power of nature, a monument to its ability to thrive in the face of adversity.
It is true in a sense that it is a really, really great oak tree considering it's here in the middle of all the mountains and the gold.
Thanks to Tolban, The great oak we druids called the Kuldahar, and the town that has come to be known by the same name, have together become a monument of even greater significance. A monument to the balance.
Can you tell me anything more about this predecessor of yours, Tolben?
Tolben was the catalyst for the transformation of the shrine from a sacred grove to a thriving community in which man and nature exist as one. At first, settlers were kept away from the site. The druids of old saw outsiders as an affront to the sanctity of the tree and its sphere of benign influence.
And that has changed now, then, I presume?
They erected thorny brambles to keep intruders out, and used their powers to frighten away the men and women that came to build homes in a place they felt was obviously so close to the gods.
Understandable. It definitely has an amazing atmosphere. It definitely feels different from all the gold around.
It wasn't until the succession of Archdruid Tolben that things changed. Unlike his predecessors, he believed that the settlement of the valley was not only inevitable, but it was actually the will of Sylvanas. He also believed that we had been wrong in keeping the settlers away, and that the Oak Father had intended people to share in the miracle of the Great Oak from the beginning.
I think it's a completely at least reasonable idea.
When Tolben finally became Archdruid, he formed a plan to fulfill the destiny of this sacred site by bringing about a union between the Great Oak Shrine and the settlers. It was this union that the Archdruid Tolben believed would achieve the harmony that we had been striving for generations. The harmony between man and nature. As it stands, Kuldahar is a monument to this vision.
Understandable.
The tree and town exist in a natural symbiosis, where it is next to impossible to tell where one leaves off and the other begins. But now, the balance is threatened.
So the balance is threatened, but I see. So what are we to do about all this?
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence.
I believe you. I assume that you feel it then.
Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede.
Alright.
We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether.
I wonder then if the warmth was all the way into the mill that we saw too, considering it was said that it was felt like it couldn't be working in there, but clearly it had been in use just recently, so... and the people were still living there.
Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
I don't think so, old man. No, we are not interested just to get out of this miserable mountains alive. It's funny one can say that, though. I'd like to help. Oh, surely there is something we can investigate. Very well. Together we shall root out this evil that threatens this town. At least we'll do our best at it. So, what do you think we should do first?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place.
Alright, Vale of Shadows seems a very promising location.
There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men.
So undead, you say? Though Vale of Shadows does seem like it would probably be undeads.
If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well.
Hmm.
Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Alright. We'll be back as soon as we get home from there, or back from there.
My duty is clear.
Well, let's check how
Understood.
your tree looks. It definitely seems like a cozy little place to live in, I'd say. It's a
That
very
sounds
nice place
reasonable.
you have. Alright, also, I wanted to check this just for the fun of it, even if it's not important, but just to see. The area seems to be supernaturally warmed. There is nothing else that indicates why it should be in a state of summer when the rest of the pass is in the heart of winter. The trails and tracks of human residents are evident everywhere. Occasionally you find a large green scale, possibly from an unusually large snake.
Let me know what you want.
That's interesting.
Acknowledged.
Unusually large snake. Now that could be telling about something. Can't remember what though. But seems interesting at the very least. I doubt that this has anything other than just a way forward, right? Oh, doesn't like to seem to even have that, but at least some more exploration and the beautiful music that this place certainly does have. Beautiful, beautiful music. It's nice to be even just listening to it, this atmosphere. The inscription upon the stone statue reads, "In memory of the Archdruid Dolpen, founder of Kuldahar." Wonder who lives here. Sound townsperson. Well, hello.
Understood.
By the hell, I wasn't expecting any new faces in Kuldahar while the passes being what they are. You from East Haven. How did you get through? Well, we were part of an expedition from East Haven, but not all of us made it through. My sympathies for your fallen comrades. What happened? Well, the pass is snowed in, and to make things worse, there's a horde of creatures in the pass, mostly goblins and orcs. I doubt any caravan will be able to get through for quite some time. That is grim news indeed. I fear things here in Kuldahar are not much better. You may wish you'd stayed in East Haven. Tell me about Kuldahar. What did you want to know about Kuldahar? Or did you want to know what's been going on around Kuldahar? Around Kuldahar? Do you mean the weather? Icewind has been a season of evil here in Kuldahar. People vanish in sudden storms, monsters sighted in the pass. It's all going to get a lot worse before the year is done. Mark my words. I see. Anything else you can tell me? Ask some of the other town folk. They might know something I don't. And you'll never know what bit of information they got in their heads they might randomly cough up when asked. Very well then. Can you tell me a little about the town though? Well, Kuldahar's not a big place, but I can tell you a bit about it if you want. So, how long has the tree been here? It's huge. Been here as long as I can remember, at pleasant as near as I can tell. The chilly weather doesn't even touch the town with the tree growing here. It radiates enough heat to keep things green, which is a sight for tired eyes here in the north. What hells, did you come through the pass, you'll know that already. About the town. Any place I could tip back a tankard? I've got quite of a thirst, and would need some rest too. You'd be looking for Whitecomb's place, the root cellar. You'll find that just a little southeast of the base of the great tree, in the middle of a cluster of 3 buildings. Southeast, you say? Keep an eye out. With the roots being as huge as they are, you can walk right over the tavern and now not to know it's there. At the base of the great tree. And rest is probably in the same place? Well, rest the evening share, but well, the previous innkeeper was one of the town folks who's gone missing, and it's some come under new ownership, some halfling merchant from the south. Not a very friendly fellow, but I suppose the evening shade's all there is for travelers. You don't want to be sleeping outside with all the disappearances. So, disappearances, how long have they been going and everything? Hey, a lot of people have gone missing recently. One of them was Conlan's boy, Seamus. And next morning the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished without a trace. The mother Eugenia from the church, Aidan the innkeeper, Meek and Potts, there's not a trace of any of them. Nothing. That is quite suspicious, I gotta say. But at least the rest is even in the location different location. Well, we did visit the one shop, but is it the one that you would recommend? There's two. The weapons are what you're wanting. Go see Conlan the Smith in the northern center part of town. His forge is burning day and night, so it's hard to miss. If you're looking for general supplies, go see Kurt. His shop's near Kuldahar Run, north of the bridge. It's got a railing that runs around the edge and just over the water. Alright? Any churches or temples nearby? There's a Temple of Ilmatar here in the northeastern canyon, just beneath the wrecked airship. Don't know if that's a fate or not, but the brothers and the Reverend Mater are good people, if it's your fate. Ilmatar? I do, of course, know Ilmater, especially from the Baldur's Gate 2, but... Hey, he's the god of suffering, the crying god. His priests seek to help alleviate the suffering of others by taking on their pain. Don't know all the teachings, but that's pretty much how I understand it. Don't you worship him then? Well, I tell you, friend, one look at the great tree of Kuldahar, and it seems to me that nature's the only thing really deserving of worship around here. I mean, the branches nearly scrape the clouds, it seems. Beautiful sight it is. Kind of understandable for sure is. Well, we didn't really see it, but considering he also mentioned already a fallen ship or near an airship, I thought I saw a ship lying by the great tree when I came in. Oh, you mean the airship Fiddlebender's holed up in? Yeah, well, for the full story, you'd gotta speak to him about it. This Fiddlebender, he lives in the airship then. Hey, Fiddlebenders are local alchemists, I guess you Southerners might say. Makes potions and concoctions, and the occasional explosion. You need to start adding in chimneys to pump out the smoke at the rate he's going. Alright. We saw a tower by the tree from the road. Is that your local watchtower? Definitely not, it was the mage tower. No, that's the tower over the cray. Fortunate we are to have a wizard this back north. Friendlier than most spellcasters I've known. He values his privacy, but I still see him tip back a tankard or two with the best of them at the root cellar. It's got some goblin that does chores for him. We did see him. In general, then, do you know anything about the Vale of Shadows? The Vale of Shadows? Might want to ask Mirek. He and his brother Silas make a pilgrimage there every year to pay their respects to their ancestors. I think they left on their trip a day or two ago, though, so they won't be back for a while. They probably won't be very safe on a trip like that. Well, I'll see if I can find them on the Vale then. In the Vale. Friend, don't go stepping foot into the Vale of Shadows. It's not a place for the living, and as long as the dead mind their own affairs, we mind ours. Well, sadly I will have to go there. The Vale may be the source of the troubles in Kuldahar. It ain't, of course, completely the trouble. To be honest, even the druid didn't say that this was the place that it originated from. It was just that also things are waking up in there more than usual, that maybe there can be a hint. It was never said that the Vale itself, in my opinion, would be the source of trouble, so it's a little bit weird to say that it's the source of the troubles. Never been to the Vale of Shadows myself, but I've heard it covered in shadows. It's like twilight there all the time. No good'll come from the living and selling food in the Vale. Let evil feed on evil, that's what I say. There's not much choice. Any advice or information you could offer would be welcome. Well, I don't know too much about the Vale, or even like talking about it, for that matter. You may have better luck with some of the other townfolk. Yes, I'll see about that. Yeah, so that's about it. So I must take my leave then. Farewell, and thank you very much for answering all my questions.
I await your
Very
orders.
much appreciate it.
Yes.
Like, even if it's just a townsperson, but it's nice enough to ask one town person here about the place. Hey, run! The whale's filled with yetis. Try to outrun them, but two of them still chasing me. Run! Get help! Okay.
Is that all?
I am prepared. I'm on it.
Ready. Watch me go.
You have need of me. No small task.
Aye, you can count on me.
Yeah? No worries.
I'm here. My pleasure.
There's
I'm
yetis
ready.
coming, then I guess I gotta go here and be prepared to
Yes,
battle them.
That sounds reasonable.
I stand ready. It shall be
Just
done.
relax a little bit. Considering we do mean to sleep, we may as well cast the rest of our spells that we happen to have
Let me know what you want.
available. I don't remember all the song effects. That's something that I would need to check at some point. What did all of these things exactly do?
At
But
your
still.
command.
Remove fear and cure disease. So not really. Oh yeah, you're way too wounded. I have to at least cure your condition a little bit.
My sword, you can count on me. Aye, it shall be
Ready. Done.
Alright.
done. I stand ready.
I'm done.
At your aye.
I await
All
your
right.
orders. I am prepared.
Did you have any otherwise spells?
What now?
No sirrees.
Ready.
And she's still
here.
casting. I'm really worried though. Unless they're both badly injured, but every hit that this Yeti looks like it's making just makes me fear for certainty. Let's just get him commanded. So hopefully that will be helpful.
Yes?
You guys shoot here then in the meantime.
My sword is yours.
You try to go and actually get the good
Aye.
hit in. And then you two go also against this guy. I did ask you to try to do a good hit onto this guy. Why can't you listen to me? And why did these guys not listen to me when... I
know
so
what you
hate
want.
when they're doing that. When I tell them to shoot this, they should be able to know how to shoot it, for God's sakes.
You'll
Into the
soon
fray.
sleep with them dead.
That is so annoying. That is
stand
like
ready.
so annoying.
At your command.
Oh,
It shall be
now
done.
it's too late for
I
you
await
even.
your orders.
No, this is more sensible to try to
I'm
kill
by
now
your
when it's already almost wounded. Cure moderate wounds from our dwarf friend then. In the
I am
meantime,
prepared. More to
My sword is yours. You can count on me.
Onward to glorious battle!
Ready.
Yes? To battle.
Aye, duty call.
poof, alright.
I'm here.
Well, they are killed at the very least. Heal, and then you can
Yes,
go and
I'm on
talk
it.
to this individual here,
More to
Mirek. Thanks, I thought the time to join my ancestors had finally come. Last time I ever stepped foot anywhere near the Vale. As for certain, there's all sort of strange creatures roaming around here now. Vale? The Vale of Shadows. My brother Silas and I made a pilgrimage there to pay our respects to our family crypt, like we do every year, but this time, I don't know. The Vale seems different, cursed somehow. The shadows have come alive, and there's yetis roaming the paths, attacking travelers. Your brother, where is he then? Silas didn't make it. The largest yeti I've ever seen tore out of the snow and took a piece out of him with his claws. He fell, dead as stone, blood everywhere. There was nothing I could do. He was carrying our family heirloom, but it's lost to us now. I can try to recover that heirloom for you. Can you tell me how to get to the Vale? We were taking the main path, but considering how many beasts were in the Vale, Arundel may know safer path you can take. He wanders the mountains quite a bit and knows more hidden trails than there are branches of the great oak. Isomum is southwest of the Great Tree. It's a two-story house made out of stone. I already spoke to Arundel. I'll be on my way to Vale soon. Thank you. Now that Silas is gone, that heirloom is all I have left to remember my family by. I would appreciate its safe return. Also, if you come across any more Yetis, you might want to collect their bells once you've done away with the beast. Conlan, the blacksmith here in town, buys the bells for a fair price. Ulrich may be able to make something out of the belts too. Well, thanks for the information. Farewell for now. We'll return when we find
know
your
what you want.
heirloom. And there's the belts too.
I'm here.
Belts indeed. The old way of picking stuff up.
I await your orders.
We'll go there when we are actually ready to travel somewhere. Should have healed already before, but didn't realize that there was the Yeti in there.
By
Skjolder.
Tempas, the vision speaks true. You are the heroes from my dreams.
Skjolder. Do I know you?
Our paths have not crossed until this day. I am Yoldair, son to Rethric, elder and shaman to the tribe of the bear.
His voice is nice too. One of the barbarians, or, well, a shaman to the tribe of bear. Well, met Yoldair. What's this business about dreams and visions?
The vision is why I have come to this place. Tempas has guided me to you.
For what purpose?
This I cannot say. I know only that the storm of war darkens the skies of my homeland. My people are gathering in numbers greater than any have seen for generations. A king, both new and old, has risen to lead the tribes against the 10 towns. Already the first snows of winter bear the dark stains of spilt blood.
Tell me more about this new and old king.
Wolfdane is his name. He was a great warrior from an elder tribe who was slain in battle on the eve of last season. Now his body has returned from death's halls to lead my people once more as king.
That's strange. He came back from the grave? What kind of undead monster is this king of yours?
Wolfdane's flesh is but a vessel, a borrowed tool. The spirit of the new king is much, much older than the form it now inhabits.
So you mean that something else inhabits his body? And most don't see it?
It is said that the spirit of Jared governs his body. It is this claim that has fueled the fires of vengeance among my people.
I do know of Gerard. Gerard, isn't he the barbarian hero entombed beneath the temple in Easthaven?
The same. You know our history well.
Yes.
Now, after centuries of imprisonment, Jared's spirit is free and rallies the tribes once more in a common cause.
I see. So what can we do to help? Why have you come to us?
You must come to Hengoro, to the great mead hall where the tribes have gathered. You alone can forestall the war between our peoples.
Well, we would love to, but maybe some other time, though. Right now, we do still have plenty of business in here. I think this is like for the Heart of Winter, the DLC, and I don't think we are quite ready for that adventure at this point. I don't know when exactly we should go into there. You can give me a comment, of course, about it too, like when actually is the best time to go there, but not at the moment. But yeah, I recalled it after coming here that, oh yeah, I know what's this about. Maybe some other time though. I would love to go though. It sounds cool. But for now, we cannot. It would be a bit much. And the door
Understood.
there.
My duty is
So
clear.
let's go and see all the other places in town. Hey, there's at least a potter. Mirek, run into here then. No need to talk to you again at this point.
My duty is
Ernst.
clear.
Ernst. That's a difficult name to say. Who are you? What do you want with me? Easy, friend. We're not going to hurt you. We just have some questions. Questions? What kind of questions? Who are you? I am Ernst, the potter. At least I used to be. Now I just want to get out of this place alive. But with all the terrible things happening in town, I'm too scared to step outside of my shop. What can you tell us about the disturbances in the past? The disturbances? Yes, people disappearing, monsters everywhere. Even the weather has turned against us. Nobody knows why, not even Arundel. Well, best of luck to you. Farewell. Other than... Do you have... have it your way. Farewell. That's pretty rude. But please, I don't mean to be rude, but please stop coming around. I don't want to bring in monsters onto my doorstep. I'm not bringing monsters. I understand. Just answer a few questions and we'll be on our way. Questions? What kind of questions? What is this place? Okay, I can't ask about the shop anymore. This shop is my home. I used to make pottery here, but there hasn't been too much point anymore. I closed up and packed up my things. As soon as the pass is clear, I'm heading to south, to Baldur's Gate. I hear it's nice there. I guess to some degree, it depends what you like. Well, best of luck to you then. I guess that's about it. Best of luck,
Agreed.
Potter. That just brings into mind, of course, Harry Potter, because obviously, like, if someone has a Potter in name, then that's definitely the first thing that comes into mind, and he's... well, yeah, Potter. Potter. What's this place? This is the tavern, or the inn, I mean, Evening Shade Inn. Cool. Oldwin, hello.
That sounds reasonable.
The new owner. You're looking for a room, or do you want to let the shill in? I got no rooms for stragglers. Show some coin, or I'll show you the door. Who are you, Aldwin? I'm Aldwin, and maybe having your head way up there don't make you hear so good. Do you want a room, or not? My inn's the only inn in town, so don't even be thinking you'll find a better deal anywhere else. Half-man? My head may be up here, half-man. But first, I'll be happy to show down and pay your visit, if need be. What? I like going down, but like, what do you mean by this? I don't know what we would be actually meaning with this, to be honest, completely. So this is your inn. Yeah, why? Somebody in town saying different? No, just curious. Do you have any rooms free then? It is your inn, but you didn't own it for long, I heard. Yeah, we got a little space left, but I don't want to hear any haggling over the prices, you hear? This is the only inn in town, so we don't even be thinking you'll be finding a better deal anywhere else, yes. I heard that. Tell me the rooms. Yeah, you have a little bit of a more expensive pricing considering this is normally 1 gold and you're asking for 3 and then this is 15. Fine, I'll take the peasant room then. At least we got some spells memorized. I'm gonna go and check upstairs. Anyway, here would have been our room, right?
That
So
sounds reasonable.
makes sense that we would come and visit upstairs. Although, during our
Like an
sleep,
arrow.
I'm sure he goes and has a little bit more investigation than
prepared.
just that.
My duty is clear.
At least you all can go already
Yeah.
there. Come on, don't be stuck.
I stand ready.
Okay,
Ready.
now you got
Aye.
3. Good for
Me?
you.
Not a problem.
It's like
What now?
having to go there when they change the area.
way.
When clearly I am still trying to do something here. Aidan's legacy ring. The simple silver ring bears an inscription to the interior. It looks like the inscription was carved there by an expert silversmith. To the people of Kuldahar, should evening fall upon me and my life be no more, I leave the evening shade to you. Please care for her as I did. Aidan, last of the line of Kaivon. Kaivon would be wells in Finnish, to be honest, like something of wells, but Aidan last, so this is definitely wasn't supposed to go to that dude, I'd say. I'd say that this inn wasn't supposed to be for this individual. Oh. We have that, and he doesn't seem like the most pleasant fellow after all, so I don't think we completely mind if we go and give that to someone else, although
That sounds reasonable.
let's just have a peek at least if we can mention about that ring. Yeah. We can, but
I'm on it.
maybe later after we check out some other options. Besides, for now at least, he wouldn't have immediately just told, oh yeah, I went and just found these items from here. Not immediately, a little later, sure, but not right away. Just a townsperson, a lot more townspersons at this time of a day, which makes sense, of course. He has a lot of places. Fruit Cellar Tavern. Let's go visit there first. Why not? Might have a lot of people in here.
I am prepared. I hope.
Amelia?
Yes.
Hello? Keep your damn horses stabled. I'll get to you in a moment. What's this? Some sort of majory? Excuse me? I'm just surprised to see a new face in Kuldahar is all. Though I'd never see another customer. Thought I'd never see. The pass buried in snow as it is. You must be looking for something fierce to brave the winter chill like that. I'm part of the expedition from East Haven looking for troubles in Kuldahar. Oh, that's so. Well, we should all be blessed like that. Then our bone-carving neighbors trudging through the drifts to make sure we're alright. What is this them worried about us for? Well, we heard strange events in the region. Goblins, orcs, and other humanoids seems to be gathering in East Haven and Kuldahar. Do you have any idea why? No, I don't. I mean, we've had our share of raiders before, but this year's been worse than any other I can recall. How so? Well, I've heard tell of raiders, goblins and the like, never seen in the past before. Volks travelers have gone missing, and no one knows where. Lots of strange going ons, got a lot of Volks worried. You might want to speak to Arundel. If his beard's any sign, he's got a lot of knowing to his ears. You can find him at the base of the great tree. He is in the two-stored house in the south and west. I see. So is there any place I could get a meal? If it's a meal you're after, tell that filthy coated fine spider squatting behind the bar to stop drinking the stock and fire up the oven. But you'd best shout, he's too deep in his cups to hear if you talk civilized like. I wonder what sort of help we would be asking. So I may do that. Like I said, we were part of that expedition to Kuldahar, so could you help us? Nope, nothing special about that. Well, I see. Thanks for the information. I'll let you know if I see anything more. Sure, whiz. Townspersons a lot. Then there's Lyson. Hello, miss. Welcome, traveler. May I be of service to you? I would like to ask you some questions. I will help you if I can. What would you like to know? So, who are you? I'm Lyson, the barmaid. If I may be of service to you, you need but ask. So what do you do here, Lyson? As I said, I'm a barmaid. I help take care of the customers. I serve food and drinks, chat with folks, and listen to what they have to say. You learn a lot if you take the time to listen. Have you heard any rumors you can share with me? Well, I hear tales. Folks have been talking about the recent avalanche, the haunted Vale, missing folks, monsters, and Arundel. What are they saying about the avalanche? I hear it was a bad one. The pass out of the valley is being blocked and won't be open again until who knows when. Some folks are trapped here and none too happy about it. Not much that can be done though. Just wait for spring and see if it clears enough for travel. And about the haunted vale, I assume you mean the Vale of Shadows then. More folks call it the Vale of Shadows, yes. It's always dark there, like twilight or a moonlit night. Anyway, there are those who say spirits of the dead wander the vale. Folks don't go there anymore. They're afraid to. Maybe someone should do something about that. And Arundel? Arundel is the local sage or hermit. I don't know rightly what to call him. Folks have a lot of respect for him though. Anyway, I guess he's taken an interest in a lot of the goings on around here of late. He's been seen out and about more than usual for him. That's all I know. And there's missing people. Hey, folks have been vanishing without a trace. I recall something about a man's wife gone missing. He packed up and left his home and all to go find her. Another is Smithy's young son. You might want to talk to him if you have an interest. And monsters were concerned? Are they a problem here? A sore subject that one is. It seems they're on the rise lately. More monsters are spotted in the surrounding countryside every day. Orcs, goblins, you know the like. It is people worried. Understandable. What can you tell me about this tavern? Why, this is the best tavern in all of Kuldahar. The food is good, the ale isn't watered down, and service is friendly. And about Kuldahar, I don't rightly know what to say about Kuldahar. It's a bit of a wonder, I'll give it that. The only thing that allows the town to survive is the great tree, the warmth it provides. It doesn't seem right somehow. Not right? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing really. I'm just awed by the tree and all. Did you have more questions? No, I think not. Farewell. I wanna actually ask her about also the this room for the night. Like, is there, so to speak, any other options? Because maybe, like, I wanna know who should have maybe inherited it, the inn. Well, you're in out of luck. We don't have any rooms, but that buck-nosed knee-high at the evening shade, Altwin has some rooms for let. If you're interested, better hope you have enough coin though. I doubt a pile of gold would be enough for that copper clenching mole. I take it you don't like halflings. It's nothing to do with him being half a man. If so, then most of Kuldahar would be guilty. It's his manner, the ill-mannered excuse for a gunny sack come into ownership of that inn recently. It's a queer thing how he did too. How so? Well, the previous innkeeper, Aidan, is one of the folks who's gone missing of late. Ah. Thing is, he's one and the only ones that seem to know he was going missing. Because he left a claim on who to pass the inn on to in case he needed to be put to sleep with the shovel. Go on. Then barely a day after he's gone, Alwyn shows up like a winter fool out of the fresh fallen snow, with a claim in his paws and sets up shop. Pretty as you please. Well, Aidan could have just been looking ahead. People leave legacies and wills all the time, I guess. Well, I knew Aidan, and the fool was right enough fellow, but he had the palsy so bad he couldn't even write his own name, much less a claim, and that's even if he was in the know about his letters, which he wasn't. Alright, so he couldn't even been writing anything of the sort. So who should have been the owner of the inn then, if not him, is my question. I see. I see. Thanks, Amelia. You've been very helpful. Alright, so there at least we got the proper information about that. So, interesting, ain't it? Interesting, ain't it? You then, Whitcomb, I guess. Well, now, seem the pass coughed up. One more straggler. Welcome to the root cellar, stranger. Name's Whitcomb. What's your pleasure? A drink? Something from the kitchen? Amelia, one of your palmates, said I should ask you for a meal. Huh, I strongly doubt she said it politely as that. A pricey one she is. Her tongue's could cut firewood, and it will if she keeps up her shatter. But never you mind, I can set you off with a meal that's your liking. Just name your pleasure. Sure, that would be welcome, yes. Okay, just these sort of things, though yeah. I was thinking that is there something else, but not really. Sure, let's all have a drink. We survived through an ordeal. I think we have earned a drink. What do you want? Kuldahar and tree sap. That sounds fancy. Never been to the Vale of Shadows myself, but I've heard it's covered in shadows. It's like twilight there all the time, like the end of today. There's no good to come from the living setting food in the Vale, and the shadows that lurk there are best undisturbed. Let evil feed on evil. That's what I say. Sure. Vital Bender's Mystery Brew. Yes, you want that. You are happy with just the Arrowfight Ale, I'd say. I'll just get everyone a drink first, and then we'll see whatever is said. Neek Dagger cider, sure. And you can have just a Luskan Stout, and you will have a straight bout mead. Nothing else, apparently. Think the South is bad? We've got our share of strange ones here in Kuldahar. Arundel's an old fellow who lives in town. Longbeard talks to animals, kind of local cackle factory. Strange fellow, but still, he's harmless enough. But apparently, there were a lot more truths before, so it's kind of interesting how it doesn't seem like there's more truths now. I was thinking that surely there can be something more, at least. We can make ale from the tree sap of the great oak of Kuldahar. It's warm like cider and filling. The aftertaste is like smelling a conifer tree after it's been cut. Coniferous? I don't know how to say that word. It's hard to brew, though, and takes a while. Interesting stuff.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
I'm looking for a room for the night. A room? Sorry, but I can't help you, friend. Try the evening shade. Cost town. The innkeeps bound to have some rooms to let, and desperate to let them too, since the passes aren't going to be seeing any caravans for a while. Yeah, but no information from you. But we did at least get
Let me know what you want.
some extra information just a moment ago, which is nice.
Agreed.
Let's see about the other places then. This is just the townsperson's place. Hey, that's few of those portraits that we could have chosen as characters. That's kind of funny. The one man and then a dwarf girl that I do like the picture of. I never noticed that before, I'd say. Look that closely into specifically a portrait.
I'm on it. Yes.
What about here then? Looks like a pretty normal little location.
Good as gold.
No one's watching, of course. Potion. But what sort? Guess you will slip this to her just to see if she has any idea what this is. It is a mummy's tea, so that's good enough, I guess.
await your orders.
Oh. I didn't see you, townsperson. I assume you weren't here just a moment ago because I didn't see you.
Acknowledged.
Well, thanks for the mummy tea. I'm sure you don't necessarily require it. I hope you don't, because I took it. I sure did take it. No more for ye. Yay, here's the smithy. That's what I was looking for. A blacksmith's anvil, often used to make and repair tools. I never could have guessed that. Hello, Corn Lane.
Acknowledged.
Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? Greetings. My name is Talia Winterberry. You must be Conlan, the local blacksmith. Hey, I'm Conlan. If you've been needing a sharp blade or a stall mace, I'm the man to see. Please take advantage while I'm still here. While you're still here? Are you going somewhere? Hey, I suppose so. With all the skullduggery that's been going around here, I imagine I'll not be around much longer. You're leaving Kuldahar. That doesn't surprise me. This town is rather dull. Perhaps I could accompany you? That's interesting. I didn't think that... I personally don't think it's rather dull, but... It's interesting sentence to say, so I'll say it. Could I accompany you? Ha! I wish that were possible. The southern pass has long since been snowed in by this damnable weather we've been having lately. Now I hear tell that even the northern route to the 10 towns has been blocked by an avalanche. Mark my words, none of us will last through this winter. We're all done for. I have no intention of dying here. Why is it that you are so ready to line your own grave? Not much for me to live for, really. My Mary passed a few years ago from the fever, and now my son's gone missing. I snatched out of his bed in the middle of the night, right out from under my nose. He was just a boy. Right out from under my nose. It's just immediately, yeah, weapons. Brat ran away. Not really very likely considering the circumstances. I'm sorry, Conlan. Any idea who or what took him? If I knew that, do you think I'd be standing around here pounding at metal? He just vanished, I tell you. Gone without a trace. Even old Arundel couldn't find a trail, and he's got a nose for such things. I imagine whatever took him will come back for me next. I can't say it will be unwelcome. Well, that's really rude, and like I can say the Veil of Shadows, but again, I don't think the source of disturbances was supposed to be in the Veil of Shadows. I think that's worded weirdly. Perhaps you can show me what plates you have, so I might... I've spoken with Arundel. He believes the source of the disturbances may lie within the Veil of Shadows, or at least it has something to do with it. The Veil of Shadows, eh? That doesn't surprise me. That place reeks of evil. Most folks in town avoid it like plague. Those that wander off in that direction are never heard from again. May I see what you have for sale? I would hope that we could help him somehow. How good was this high? Well, it's anyway a lot of minuses into those, so I would prefer to then buy this for the secondary armor set for her, I'd say. Is there anything else that might be... Well, Scimitar, the second one, seems good to at least get, even if nothing else, considering she can dual wield them. Composite longbow +1. Interesting. Plate mail, of course, would be great to get, but can't immediately list. Immunity to sleep and fatigue. Not bad. Exactly, at least. Fate Killer, of course, would be nice, but yeah, slightly expensive at this point. The Spear of White Ash. Lonesome Road. Constitution +1. Axe but two-handed, so that's kind of the problem part of it about it. He definitely needs his shield to be staying alive. Troll Slayer sounds nice, looks nice. Expensive stuff though, very much so expensive stuff. The Blade of Bale, the Wolf of Black Bess, Evil Spriter Caster of Doom. What a name! What a name! The Staff of Eron, Daisy. The Black Bow. Yeah, could be nice, but slightly expensive. The lucky scimitar. Ooh, ammo belt. That I am happy to buy at least. Then we can actually buy some more ammo easier. Without having to worry that we can't carry it. And to be able to put it everywhere, anywhere, and all that. Alright, let's at least look at this stuff then. So. You can take and give all of these at least arrows to her. She needs this too, and then the ammo belt for her for certainty. And dual wielding that when happen to be using those. Indeedy. And then can put some of those into here. Like this will definitely be worse armor class, but being able to go and hide in shadows and exploring a little bit better will be valuable at times. I could have not bought it and found from somewhere, but it's fine. Let's keep a few in here, but at least have some arrows in there. Do you have a good amount of crossbows still? You sure do. Have fine enough of amount for now. That could be sold. Not this one though.
I am prepared. I hope.
Yeah?
I wonder
No
if you could
worries.
do something like go here and have a bit of a look into this though. That would be nice. Lockpick failed. You suck. Can't even open a simple lock. Oh. That was the last try. Not too surprising. It's not like he is lock opening is that amazing. It's 55,
Yes.
so it's not like it's
Yes.
bad, but it's not good enough. You can't sell it, of course. Not too surprising. Well,
Acknowledged.
that's the smithy. He is definitely still making noises there, smithing noises, even if he supposedly wouldn't exactly be interested in doing it at the moment. And cows. Cow friends. That's a big door. And a ship of air. An air ship. I was thinking that
sounds
where's the
reasonable.
exactly okay. And you can
Let me know
talk
what
to
you want.
him.
Acknowledged.
Hello. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. What can I do for you? Who are you? Of course, introductions. How rude of me. Sometimes I just get so wrapped up in my work. Name's Oswald. Oswald the Little Bender. What is this place? Why, this ship is my home. At least it has been since I crashed here over a year ago. I know. She's not much to look at, but someday I'll have her back in one piece and in the air once more. In the air? You mean this contraption and can actually fly? Of course it can. Or at least it could once. You should have seen it. It was amazing. It was sailing on the sea of clouds. This is my greatest invention yet, you know. A flying boat, eh? That is truly amazing. I'm glad you think so. I call it an airship. Isn't that wonderful? Airship. As in, this is a ship that floats upon the air. Get it? It's really quite clever when you think about it. Yes, clever. Why would you build such a strange device? The passage through the spine of the world are fraught with many dangers. The caravans that travel between the Southlands and the 10 towns must brave not only the treacherous errand, but all the nasty creatures and inhabit it as well. I simply sought to find an alternative route through the mountains, or, in this case, over them. So how did you end up in Kuldahar? Well, that's a rather embarrassing story. You see, when I attempted the crossing on the airship maiden voyage, I was the only one on board. I had a bit of trouble convincing anyone back in Prum Shander to crew up with me. Go on, I'm listening. Anyhow, I managed to get the ship airborne and was making excellent progress over the mountains. It really was a magnificent view. The billowing clouds, the snow-capped peaks that shimmered like diamonds in the sunlight. I guess I was so enamored by that beauty of it all that I didn't notice that outcropping of rock until it was too late. You hit the mountain. What happened next? Well, the collision ripped the bottom of the ship wide open. The steering mechanism was badly damaged and the ship began to lose altitude. I tried desperately to keep it aloft, but down we came, falling down from the sky like a stone. It is by sheer luck that I crashed here in the town of Kuldahar. That is very much indeed lucky. Tell me, what is it you do here? I am an inventor of sorts. I make things that are meant to improve the lives of others. I like the ship, for instance. I like the ship, for instance. I also dabble in alchemy. Would you care to sample some of my potions I have concocted? Sure. What sort of potions do you have? I have all kinds. Currently, I'm working on a special brew for the farmers of Kuldahar, something that will help protect their livestock from the bitter cold that seems to have settled upon the valley. Several farmers were kind enough to donate some cows to serve as test subjects for my experiments. You're feeding experimental potions to these cows. Don't you think that is kind of cruel? Nonsense, I would never hurt these animals. In fact, I've come to think of them as my friends. Besides, without my help, they would all freeze to death. I see. Do you have any potions that we might find useful? Most certainly, I'd be more than happy to supply you with whatever potions you might need. At a fair price, of course. Very well. Let's see what you have. Nothing too clearly something that I would want. That would be nice for being able to more likely be learning spells, I think. Because having more intelligence would mean that. Of course, if there's just a potion for intelligence immediately, then that's probably better. Although, seems a little bit much to immediately go and get it. That's good for just simply being able to kill at least the trolls and the like. I do need to be prepared for that. That if there's some trolls that I need to be able to do enough fire damage in one way or another, at the very least. Well, doesn't look like there's exactly anything that I would require right now. I was kind of hoping that there might be something for that ogre too, for his headaches.
I await your
But
orders.
didn't exactly seem like it.
Me? Good
You can
as
at least go and investigate in the meantime, I'd say. Yep, you got the cow.
No worries.
You got to a cow. Moo! That's good. You got to a cow. And I guess there is a like staircase to the upper
prepared.
part of the ship after
Understood.
all, so guess that's all in here that we need
I'm
to
on
do
it.
for now, at least. Then we can check into here quickly enough. And then pretty much start to be ending for today. By the way, I was going to say that it's a shame that the mouse cursor in this fraps, because I'm still using fraps. I'm used to using it to record a lot of my games anyway. So it doesn't record for some reason the mouse cursor perfectly, but it's okay enough. Oh yeah, it's the Ilmatar's temple, clearly enough. It will be a little bit of a longer discussions though, I presume still, so I think that's pretty good. We've explored most of the city, so we can end here for today, and tomorrow just quickly finish this, or not tomorrow, but like next time finish this quickly and then be heading into that Vale of Shadows. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed some more of the Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, and I'll see you for more next time. So thanks for watching, bye bye.